So, I just want to talk about briefly the differences between me talking and me writing, because lately I've been writing in my book, and I'm writing 2 books, and like I've mentioned these a bunch of times, but like it really sucks for me because I really, 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 really want to finish these books. Um, but what sucks for me is, to be honest with you, I can't spell worth a damn. I mean, I know there's spell check and shit, but like, I can't spell worth a damn. To be completely honest, I don't even really know where punctuations go. Like, I mean, I know where a period goes, but I mix up. Sometimes I put a comma when I should have put a period, or things like that. Like, when I mean that I am highly uneducated in like normal sense, that's what I mean. That when I was in school, I literally got 30s and 40s. I've never passed a spelling test, ever, never. Maybe one time, like my whole entire life, but like never, not once, my whole entire time throughout school. Um, I don't know. I didn't pay attention, which was my fault, and that's why I don't know, because I didn't pay attention. But it's like so many things that I don't know. Like, I have a hard time reading, which is why until last summer I've never read a book in my entire life. Well, actually, I read one book, and it was when I was locked up. Um, I got sent away when I was 15 and 14. I got sent away, and until I was 15, and then I ended up reading this book called The Millionaires, but it took me forever to read that. And to be honest, I skimmed through a lot of it. I skipped a chapter, and like I fucked around, and I've never really read a book seriously until Audible. I found out Audible, and I read Terrence McKenna's Food of the Gods. Then, listened to his Food of the Gods. Then listened to the audiobook of his True Hallucinations. Then, listened to the audiobook of Doors of Perception by Aldous Huxley. Then listened to the audiobook of Evan Carmichael's audiobook, Your One Word. I also, right now, I'm listening to like 3 audiobooks. I'm doing a lot, and what I need to do is I need to just focus on like one thing at a time. And like Evan Carmichael's amazing because I was able to like basically I hit him up on Instagram one time, and I was able to land an interview with him that I did on an old podcast that I did, that I had. That podcast is no longer like in effect, but I am working on a new podcast, and I technically could start the podcast. I was just trying to wait until I got in my new apartment, but like that's another story for another time. I'll make another video about that. But like, I guess what I really want to make this video about is just what I have been focusing on. Even though I'm doing all this other shit, like I have 2 or 3 songs like that I would say are completely done for this little like EP album mixtape type album type thing that I'm trying to do. That's just gonna be the music. It's just gonna be instrumentals, but kind of like psychedelic type music, or music that I would listen to, or music that I can listen to and have listened to. But I think it's cool to listen to your music that you made while you're on a shamanic experience, But besides all that, the only thing I've really been focusing on is these books. I just really want to get these books done. And the only reason I started writing a second book is because it's going to be easier to write that one, and I enjoy writing that one better, to be honest. I don't really necessarily enjoy writing my so I'm at a part right now in my book called My Path, My Journey. I'm in this part where it's like I don't know, it's just trying to explain my past. Right now, I'm working on a chapter just basically about music, because there was a time in my life where I was so dedicated to music and music only. Like, that was basically ever since I was a kid, I had been dedicated to chasing my dreams like there was no tomorrow. Like, just chasing my dreams relentlessly, not stopping. And, you know, I'm also going to have a chapter about, you know, when I got sent away and put in placement, what that was like. And then, you know, I eventually want to get to my shamanic path, and I eventually, you know, want to get to how I got on the path and all this other shit, what happened before that, what sparked it, all this other shit. But, like, I just want to get to the meat of the product. I want to get to the inside. I want to get to the prize on the inside. And the prize on the inside for me, the best part for me that it would be like best to write would be the actual trips themselves. The trip reports, because a lot of the trip reports, I have the videos on my computer. So like a lot of them, I got like 20, 25 trip reports. I also have my first, second, and third LSD trip recorded in a documentary style. I also, you know, I have a lot of footage that I'll be able to look back on and start writing, so I can get an accurate, you know, I want it to be as accurate as possible of what happened, you know, on this path that I'm on. And I really want to show that the path isn't as sweet as it seems, but all of you already know that. Everyone that watches my channel, like, that's, I guess, like, someone who watches my channel, like really watches the channel, I would say that they would know that I've gone through hard times. Like, if you watch my videos last year compared to now, like, I don't know, like, I've gone through so many hard times, and I'm still going through hard times. But for me, it's just part of the path. It is the path. So because it's part of the path, I'm just walking my destiny, and I'm walking through hell with a fucking smile on my face, laughing because I'm enjoying myself. You know, what the chaos has taught me is to enjoy, I can find peace in complete chaos, is what I've discovered. And I wouldn't have discovered that I had that in myself if I was not going through these hard times. And eventually I won't be going through hard times. But these hard times really aren't that hard. I mean, DMT makes these hard times look soft as fuck. And I'm, you know, it's a joke, but I'm being serious, you know, because it's so serious that DMT, a full breakthrough DMT, is more terrifying, more life-shattering, more whatever intense than any experience any human can go through, I feel like. Or any experience I've ever gone through. I mean, I've cried so hard on DMT. You know, I've shattered, I've never been, nothing in this human realm, nothing in this human thing can get me as scared as DMT has scared me in the past, you know? So that's just what I'm finding out writing this book, is that I like to write books, but it's hard for me to write books because I have lack of education in certain things. But I have, when it comes to making videos, though, I love to talk. I love to talk, and I know that sounds narcissistic, but it's just the truth. Like, I love to talk, and I do, just like I love to hear my own music. You know, I kind of make music for a selfish reason. I make music because I love to hear my own music. And I've never gave a fuck what people think about my music, ever. It's like, I fuck with this. I don't give a shit what you think. And that's bad for business. That's bad for the music industry. Maybe that's why I never made it famous as a famous rapper. But it doesn't matter, because I fucking enjoy the shit out of them, you know? And I also enjoy making these videos. I'm having the time of my life making this video right now. I'm enjoying myself. I feel alive. And I'm starting to feel the same thing with writing the book, but it's like feeling alive with a little more work, because this is easy. I don't ever think when I'm on a video. I never have thought a day in my, like, every fucking video I've ever made, or every video that's up, because there's one or two videos that I've written down information and tried to go off of that information I wrote down. But every video that is on this channel right now, this will be the 200th video. Every video that is on this channel right now, it's just off the top of my head. I'll maybe have an idea of what I want to say, but it completely usually goes on that idea. Then I usually have a little fun with it, and then hopefully come back to the idea. If not, oh well, doesn't matter. I let the consciousness just go free. You know, a lot of people call it free flow. I just say I've been a rapper since I was 11 years old, and when I was like 12, I learned how to freestyle, and before I learned how to write, really, I was freestyling. So it's like, you know, because I've always had a hard time writing, really, and spelling, and just writing in general. So I would freestyle originally. So that's why making videos is so much easier, because I just freestyle off the top of my head, really, and I don't ever really know what I'm saying a lot of times. I mean, I guess I know what I'm saying, but you know how some people think about what they're going to say? It's almost like I'm channeling myself through myself, if that makes any sense. But with the book, it's a little different, because with the book, it's like I'm writing, but I'm thinking about what I'm saying. So even though, yeah, I can make it more articulate, yeah, I can make it more whatever, do I really want to? Because what I've been doing with my book is I've been almost making it exactly how it would sound right here. I don't want to sound like it's necessarily written, you know. Sometimes I'll talk in my phone and just talk the words that I'm saying to write it in the book. So it sounds a little more like I'm just talking to someone. But the book has definitely made me look at myself in a different way. It made me realize I can do more than I think. And just because you're not educated, don't think that you can't do something. Because I didn't finish high school. I don't have my GED. I've not been to college. But I'm sitting here trying to write books. I'm sitting here trying to do all this shit. And I've gone on a path and gone on a life of exploring knowledge and trying to figure out and learn who I am and how